Hi, this is Sarah from sarayip.com, Facebook, The Numbers Queen, and Instagram, sarayip1111, with your December 2023 forecast. Oh, how are we here so quickly? I'm really excited to be sharing some of these tips with you. I'm sure you've been feeling the very heightened emotions of the planet and the people at this time. Please understand it is for the highest good, although at the time it can seem so difficult and tragic. There is always a way that we can transform it into growth and into education. So comment 1212 new for luck underneath this. If you love it, I will send a hello and thanks. So what is this month about? It is a 7 universal year of crown chakra healing, believing that you are whole and holy and perfect enough as you are. It is a 1 universal month, which is the root chakra, the feet, the legs up to the tailbone. This is about moving forwards and independence, but there is a little bit of a twist, which I'm going to explain. So this is a time for fresh starts, baby steps, and returning to your roots. You'll see the photo for this month is me on a photo shoot with Ziggy in our Oz Grums swimming costumes. That's a bit of a uncomfortable thing for me to include, but I felt it was really important because, especially with the rise of things like AI, there will always be a place for homemade, and I think it's good to have a bit of a mix. So this is time to be the rookie again, the apprentice, the beginner. If you adopt this mindset in December, it will massively pay off in 2024 onwards. So let's have a feel. Look, November wasn't an easy month. It was a 9 energy of conclusion, surrender, rewriting history. Everything comes to a head. It's associated with Mars and anger, fights, and conflicts. Look, in December, we have some chance of being able to start resolving old or long-standing or chronic dilemmas. Personally, what can you do? Rest. Rest is the biggest one. Rest, deepen your meditations, give back to yourself and your team. Remember, your body is actually your team. It's billions of cells and many organs and bones working together for the greater good, which is your free will and purpose. If you would like some help with meditations, I am starting to release them on YouTube and also Insight Timer. And there's some really lovely ones, including Earth Angels, which has come from the 1111 forecast call I recently did. So when you operate from soul, you benefit from perfect timing. So in numerology, all words actually have a vibration. Soul has a 13 vibration, the same as yes. So you operate from this yes place, and people are more likely to say yes to you in a healthy way. So you also experience more intimacy. Life seems more sacred and delicious instead of scared and malicious. Sacred and scared, of course, are anagrams. So it's the same ingredients, completely different outcome. We have a Mercury retrograde starting soon. This is always a time for lots of humor, lots of reflections, lots of catch-ups with those that we love, and going back to places that give us life and healing. This is a time to follow through with your plans rather than entering new waters, as enticing as they may look. Reduce the amount of tech, reduce the late nights. I know that sounds a little strange to say during silly season, but it's still something I want to put to you, because our best ideas come when we're rested, not congested. And we know often when we are overwhelmed, because we'll get things like a cold, things sneak into our body because basically we're just a little too scattered. So the energies of 2024, this universal 8 year, that they're not actually going to launch until February, which is when we have the numerology number 1 month. We also have Chinese New Year. So you do have time to heal from overwhelm if you are experiencing that right now. So what about in tarot? Well, I'm using the Paulina Tarot, and we know that this year the 7 energy card is the Chariot. So it's victory after struggle, really gathering together your resources, being willing to be seen as a leader, as like a spiritual kind of agent. And it's not easy, to be in public view, but it's where you can make a difference. And I've always said, so I say in my World Changers business program, it is safer in the light. Yes, your enemies know where you are, but so do your allies. So what else is at play in December? We have this beautiful, beautiful card, more of that lovely hope and yellow color. We have the sun. This is number 19 in the tarot. A lot of people think of this as rising from the ashes. I definitely see this month as an opportunity to recover or reclaim, to recoup some of the energy that you might have felt was drained from you, or like I said, scattered. So who's in the spotlight? Well, this year was all about the sevens. A lot of you will know that if you follow these forecasts. Also, it was big for anyone who has strong sevens in their charts or who sees 777. It's a spiritual teacher number. So in December, those with a 1 life path or who see 111, for example, they really will be going to the next level. They'll have a lot of doors opening. If you know a 1, send them this post. They love when people believe in them. Now, I am married to a 1, and a lot of my friends and colleagues are 1s. I also have 5 1s in my chart, so I have some idea of the energy. So 1s get it done, but they also can resist others' views, even when that could really help them. They really are learning to embrace being multidimensional rather than just one-dimensional. Often they are very good at certain things, but like I said, it's just important to have a bit of a team around. It just allows the 1 to actually get better at their passion and also be able to relax, which is important when you're in a leadership position. So I've included a link in my forecast to dimensional healing. Dennis lives next to me. We've worked across hundreds of clients and many properties together. I love her very, very much, and she is a 1 life path. So someone to reach out to if you're needing a bit of a clearing. Let's talk about dates for December. So 12th and 13th is the new moon, beginnings energy. 13th, Mercury goes retrograde. You may be already feeling the shadow, which happens a couple of weeks before and after the actual event. This is definitely a time to be a little more patient with your communication, to triple check all your bookings, to probably hold off buying anything that's quite complex like technology, but also to keep an eye out for bargains and be open to very powerful spiritual signs. The veil is extremely thin during this time, and many people experience being psychic. They may experience ghosts coming through. It's quite a validating and profound time on the planet. So then we have the 22nd solstice, of course, Christmas on the 25th, 26th, 27th, full moon. So big feelings, big events, big energy, everything comes to a head. And then New Year's Eve on the 31st. So if you enjoy this type of thing, if you would like to know more about yourself, get ready for 2024. Here are some ways that we can stay in touch. So in a very short time, 9th of December, I'm running my second call for your 2024 numerology forecast. Now, I'm about to release some public excerpts from that forecast. One of them is Astrology with Tiani Vidler, who is amazing. And we talked about the fact that this is a year to remember. 8 is big business, big deals, making a success of yourself, going professional, really working it, and not hiding any longer. So we really need to be prepared for the fact that this year will start very strongly between February and April. And you may like to join our live calls where I'll be going through month by month what to expect, and also doing life path predictions, answering lots of questions, and basically showing you how to use numerology to help yourself and your family to connect and do well in life. So there's an early bird special. It ends on the 9th of December. It's $110, which is a really big saving. It includes a membership site, a Facebook group, all kinds of goodies, and of course the 3 calls. So if you're an 8 life path particularly, or you see 888, this definitely would be up your alley because there's obviously a huge focus on that energy. On the 30th of December, we're winding up our Patreon catch-ups for the year. It's been amazing. I've been teaching advanced numerology. We also just went through how to make your own oracle cards by hand and also with AI. All those replays are in the group. So if you'd like to join our little online school, feel free. Love to have you. And we often meet in person as well. And then, of course, leading up to World Changes, at this point launching in late January around the 25th. If you're at a career crossroads, if you're really thinking of making that leap, especially into a healing or spiritual space, feel free to email me, info@seriep.com. This is a 6-month women's leadership program. It's going really well. We've been running it for a year with amazing results, and it's very practical. It's very guided. There's a lot of support, and I don't think there's much else out there like it, because honestly, let's face it, numerology is still definitely a hobby for a lot of people, but for me, it's absolutely my calling. I'd love to be able to share it with you. We can use it in so many ways. We can use it with understanding ourselves and others, timing, looking at names, looking at businesses, properties. It's really just a way to extract the essence of anything. And it's just so easy to learn. Even kids really enjoy it because I always connect it to the chakras and the body. So keeping it really real. Thank you so much for all your support this year. Gosh, it's gone so quickly, hasn't it? 7 is that lightning flash, but next year will be a bit different. We'll be really asked to go a lot deeper and not to leave any loose ends untied. Just to let you know, if you're not so much into sort of classes or groups, you can actually have a one-on-one with me. I have a 30-minute special for $330, and that's especially for current clients, anyone who joins my Patreon, anyone who joins my forecast. And of course, there's many other options. So my next spots are at this point in February onwards. If you would like help earlier, I know lots of awesome people, especially my husband, Chris. And of course, I'll put the links below. Look, thank you so much for all your love and care. We always receive so much from doing these shares, but also just, when we meet you out and about in the community. It is very much a service business, and we couldn't do it without you. And thank you so much. I do hope that you'll have so much fun, especially during Mercury retrograde, with all your number spottings and angelic signs. Have the most wonderful end of the year, and just know that it won't quite finish in December. Like I said, in numerology, it won't actually start until February. So you still have a little bit of extra time to integrate all these beautiful 7 energies of spiritual connection, going deeper and asking the big questions. I hope that you found this useful. Like I said, if you loved it, put 1212 new below for a little blessing from me. Well, thank you so much. This has been Sarah from seriep.com, Facebook, The Numbers Queen, and Instagram, Seriep1111. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.